We are back in town. I am going to try... Are we recording?
Yeah.
I am going to try some new restaurants, I think.
Okay.
You know what we should do?
You're going to move away from Pepe's?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Is Pepe's a restaurant?
I mean, yeah, I would say so. Why would you disrespect Pepe's?
It's a takeaway with seats. Every week we talk about this fucking takeaway.
It's the best.
Jesus. We haven't been in the studio for so long and immediately we're on to Pepe's.
It's the best. What are you
What
to do?
restaurant do you want to try out next?
Okay, so I'm thinking, right, I want to eat more out, like
Right.
fancy places.
Sorry, do you want to say that sentence again?
Shame is delicious.
Welcome to Shame is Delicious, where Darren Harriott has just admitted that he wants to eat out more.
Exactly. I want to eat out more, eat
Yeah.
out to help out.
Yeah.
Because if I go out, you know, and I want to eat something and I'm alone, for example,
Yeah.
I will go Pepe's or I'll go Nando's.
Okay.
Or something like that. But what I think I should do is I think I should try, you know, different types of restaurants. A little bit more.
Okay.
And you are a guy who goes to lots of restaurants.
I do. Hi, everyone. My name is Eshaan Akbar. If you are unfamiliar with the podcast, welcome.
Oh, hi. Yeah, we should probably begin.
Darren Harriott.
We're back in the studio. We're all juiced up because
We're back in the studio, so our energy is like, we're very excited because we did 3 episodes on Zoom. And I thought they were very good, actually.
No, they fucking
And
sucked.
shout out to Owen and Alice.
No, the team's great. Big up the
team did an amazing job. Made it look lit.
Make it look what?
Lit.
You didn't say lit, then you went glit.
No, I said lit.
No, you didn't.
I said made it look lit.
Oh, okay. I thought you said made it look glit and you tried to
Glit.
style it
No.
out.
Made it look clit. Nobody
Made it look
No
clit,
one
yeah?
can find where we were posting it.
Made it look clitty.
Uh,
Oh.
uh.
Oh, no one like that. But yes, you were saying restaurants. I like a restaurant. And
Yeah, give me. Okay, how about this? How about we do this on the podcast? Give me a restaurant, and I will go there, and I will happily come back and review the restaurant.
Okay, well, it depends. It depends entirely on the kind of experience you want. Because there was a time in my life where I wanted to become a food reviewer, food critic,
Yep.
and I started writing some stuff up. I went to so many different types of restaurants.
Ugh.
But it depends on what kind of vibe you want. Is it for a date? Are you going out with mates? What kind of
No.
food?
Let's say. No, because with mates, it's weird with mates because you could just go anywhere. Let's say date because it has to be some. Let's say
No, but there's some places where when you go with mates, it makes the experience so much more enjoyable. So, for example,
like Weatherspoons.
you can go to the Weatherspoons afterwards.
That's what I mean. Weatherspoons with mates is fun.
Yeah, it is
They
fun.
do reggae chicken wrap. It's not very reggae, I'll tell you that.
I bet it's just. I bet on the menu is just chicken wrap, and then when he goes to the counter to order, they're like, "Do you mean reggae chicken wrap?"
So what? Oh, why did you tell that guy that's a Bollywood rap?
Onion bhaji wrap. Yeah, okay. So, for example, there's a place I went to recently called Smoke Shack in Shoreditch, which is like a Texan barbecue.
Oh, that's not a date place though.
It depends on the date. If they're up for like getting their hands dirty with some ribs and stuff.
I don't know.
Your concept of dates always sounds.
I don't know whether that's a date place. Alice, does that sound like a date
That could be a
place?
date.
Like
That could be.
place?
I think that's a
Yeah,
third.
but I mean, I think
That's a
I'm
third date.
a lot less fussy about stuff than
Just
perhaps the people you date.
No, that's a third date because you get barbecue sauce on your fingers, or she gets on hers. And you're like, "Do you want to lick it off?" You're like, "Oh, now we're ready. Let's go."
Oh no, I'd never do that. That's gross.
Have you ever licked barbecue sauce off a woman's finger in a restaurant before?
That's a really specific thing.
Have you not?
No.
No.
I don't think I've ever licked anything off a person's
No?
finger before.
And then they
In a
call-
restaurant.
And then they call the police, and you're like, "Oh."
No, never. No. Yeah, I feel like barbecue sauce is a bit messy. All of that.
Okay,
It's a
so
bit-
you want to go to a date that involves cutlery?
What, why did you say that? Like, of course, that was the whole point. What do you mean?
What
What are we gonna do? Eat with our fingers on a date?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, how do you think South Asians date?
Well, yeah, maybe in South Asia, but not in Brixton. I like how you said with cutlery as if like I'm some sort of snob. Okay, fine, you're one of those people, are you?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I eat rice with a spoon.
Okay. I eat rice with a fork.
Nah, I eat with a spoon. Why would you?
I eat rice with a fork if I'm with white people, but when I'm at home, I eat with my fingers.
Oh, I get that. I get the play not to white people when you're eating at times. You're like, oh, yeah, I love using a butter knife. Of course I do. Yeah. No idea what
I've got butter knives at home.
I don't even use a steak
I tried
knife.
to mainstream the use of butter dishes at home, and it just didn't. No one went for it.
No. Even like steak knives and stuff.
I've got steak.
I'm
knives.
like, nah, I got teeth.
So how? So what? You use a normal knife when you make steaks at home? Oh yeah, all right.
Didn't spend all that money on those teeth to have to.
Yeah. Also, I don't make steaks at home. Oh, my Pierre White.
Do you know you feel Marco Pierre White?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
My friends.
Pierre White. You strike me as the kind of person that would make steak at home.
Nah, the
Because
problem.
it's one of those like health, like weightlifty dishes.
Yeah.
I know
problem
nothing
with-
about fitness.
The problem with steak at home
Yeah.
is that it always tastes like garbage because you never really know, like, if you like it medium or well done or what. It's never really that. It's always a bad steak. You rather go out to a restaurant and get a good steak.
I remember speaking to a chef
Yeah.
who was working at a Michelin-starred restaurant, which I won't name. And I asked him about steaks. How do you make sure that you cook it properly, like medium?
Yeah.
Well? And he gave me this thing of where you press the fat bit of your hand,
Yeah.
but it all felt the same to me. So I was like, I'm pressing it just as hard. I cannot tell the difference.
But where's it? Yeah, but if I'm pressing here, what's
So-
that? Well done.
Well to rare.
So that's well and that's rare. That's a bone.
Yeah.
That is a really well done steak. That is, dude.
Yeah. So you press down with your other thumb. If you have them, if you don't, I'm sorry.
It's supposed to get a bit more squishier.
It's meant to get squishy. But when they told me this, I was like, bro, it feels exactly the same to me.
Imagine Prince Charles doing that with his hands. Those big fat hands. Those weird, soft, gooey. It's like-
Gooey hands.
yeah.
King.
Yeah.
Say King.
Oh,
In case anyone thinks
King
we're
Charles.
recording this.
Sorry. How dare I disrespect him? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a king.
He's always a prince in my eyes.
Have you sung the national anthem? Have you found yourself in a position where you've had to sing the national anthem and said Queen instead of King when you're supposed to say King?
Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah. I think I did that during the World Cup. Because they've changed it now, isn't it? God save
Sorry,
the king.
this is the thought of you at home
What, trousers off?
in London, England playing, and you're standing there singing. It wasn't a serious question. And then he said, yeah, I sang it during the World Cup.
No, because I don't know. It's like the national anthem for me is a bit like the Macarena. Like, I only know the end part. The God save the bit. The middle bit, I'm just. I'm
Sorry,
doing
which
that.
bit of Macarena do you know?
Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun,
don't
dun,
know.
dun.
You don't know. That sounds like a Bollywood song. Were you doing that?
I know this part. Hey, Macarena. That's it. God save the Queen. King. King. That's going to take a year. I'm still not used to that. That's embarrassing. I know the first time they all sang that, somebody said Queen, and come on, Cheryl.
I know someone who cried when it first changed from Queen to King.
They cried.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they missed the Queen.
Oh my God. You know what it is? Like, I don't mind the royal family. I've got no issue with them. I would happily do the royal variety performance. I just think it's very odd when people have that kind of like emotions for just the whole, the whole royal family over. Like, they'll cry over anything. Like, there's a new baby born and they're like, oh gosh.
You don't cry over anything anyway.
Yeah, tears are
Do
weakness.
you feel shame when you cry?
No, I feel anger that I've let myself down. Crying.
Welcome to the Mental Health Podcast edition.
I ain't got
How
time.
shame is delicious.
I ain't got time for tears. No time. This is how
Tears of a pussies.
yeah, this is how mental I am, right? Because when I did therapy, everything that obviously everything that I've done
Yeah.
that I've paid for to like do for myself, I put it close to how much I paid for therapy. So my therapy was £80 a session,
Right.
and I'm like, my Japanese classes are £15. I should just do them instead. Everything
therapy.
else. Anytime I've been to like a massage,
You'd rather
masseuse,
put up with the stress of learning an Asiatic language
yeah.
than do therapy.
Then no, it's not that I didn't like therapy. I'm like, I've paid £80 a session for this. What could I do that would be more fun?
Yeah, okay.
So I
fair.
put everything into that £80, and I've done like loads of stuff instead of therapy.
So
I don't feel like I need therapy.
None of
anymore.
us feel like we need therapy.
I feel like I've completed therapy.
When was the last time you cried?
When was the last time I cried?
Is that a sign of you being well? That you just remember when you cry?
Thank you, Owen. It's a sign of me being well. This guy cries all the time. Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday.
I don't cry anymore.
Yeah, you do cry. When was the last time you cried?
Probably 3-4 years ago.
No, it was not free. You did. That's a real lie. What,
No.
you cried at the last World Cup?
No, I
Shut up.
didn't. What, when Morocco got knocked out?
You did not cry. Why? You cried at the Olympics? You did not cry 3-4. I refuse to believe
No,
that.
genuinely, I don't cry anymore.
What happened? What did you do?
What happened was, is that every time I cried and I WhatsApp my friends, i.e. you'd all start having a go at me for crying.
Yeah, you were like that Save Britney.
Once I got really drunk and I was crying, and I sent a video to everyone in a WhatsApp group telling them how much I loved them, and they all messaged me back saying, "Grow the fuck up."
Yeah, it was so uncomfortable. You know when somebody sends you a video message and it's so uncomfortable, you watch 2 seconds of it and you immediately have to stop it because you feel sad. That was him.
I didn't feel shame with it. You know, I expressed my emotions.
No,
Yeah,
I was definitely not catching. I was just worried about being in the aura of the cry.
yeah, you
It
don't
was-
want to be
it
anywhere
was-
near the
It
cry.
was upsetting me. Yeah, no. I mean, look, I'm a big fan of people expressing their emotions and feelings, just not the sad ones.
Yeah. Only happy ones.
No, not even happy ones. I don't mind angry ones. Being angry is a fucking great emotion. It's a great
it's true.
feeling, especially when you're angry and you're in the right. But I've also been angry and I'm in the wrong, and I'm stubborn, man.
What do you remember the funniest time, like when you were like angry and you knew you were in the wrong?
I've been angry. I've been angry in public when I've done some. You know, when you've like, I'm trying to remember. I know I can feel
I've seen
it.
you shout at someone.
And what did I do? What did they do? Sorry.
They hadn't paid some rent, I think, to someone.
Oh, you in
Remember this?
Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't mind talking about that story. Oh, that fucking guy. Oh my god. I won't say his surname. You mean Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, there's a guy.
No, it was not.
There was a guy at Edinburgh who owed our friend, one of our podcast guests,
Yeah.
Masso Graham, money, right, for a gig.
Yeah.
Masso did
Was
the
it for a
gig.
gig or rent?
No, it was a gig.
Right. Okay.
Masso did the gig,
Yeah.
and then the guy was like, "Oh, it was Christmas time." He goes, "Oh, it's Christmas time, you know. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a bit broke at the minute." And it was for university, and the guy had been paid. Masso was chasing him up, and he went, "Oh, sorry, bro, but because it's Christmas time, I've had to use the money to get presents and whatnot." Da, 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 da. And Masso's
Nice.
like, "What the hell?" Anyway, this was Christmas. Remember, Edinburgh is
August.
August. We're in August. And then the guy has asked our other friend, Jay Handley, if he could stay at ours because we have that
Yeah.
place with the spare room.
Yeah.
And Masso's
There's an
like,
article in The Guardian of us staying together.
there is an article in The Guardian. We're holding pots and pans.
Pants in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Check it out.
it is a fun picture.
Yeah.
Anyway, Massa is a bit like, I don't really want him to stay because he owes me money, etc. And I'm like, yeah. And Jay, typical, like, good guy.
Good heart, yeah.
He's a good heart. He's like, oh, we'll just let him stay. Anyway, he stayed. And I'm angry. I'm
Yeah.
furious that this
Yeah.
guy is at the house because he owes my friend money.
Yeah.
Anyway, he keeps saying he's going to pay him back. He doesn't pay him back. So every time I see him at the festival, I'm yelling at him to pay.
Like
I'm
yelling.
I'm like, you owe him money. Where's his money? And he was just hiding from me
Yeah.
continually. And he kept saying he was going to pay him back. And guess what? Still hasn't paid him. Hasn't given him.
Even to this day.
Still hasn't paid him, no.
Because there was one evening where I thought it was going to spill over.
No, it never
Outside-
spills over. I used to be a
outside the
bouncer.
dome.
I know where to go. I know just where to go before it spills over. Because I won't spill over. But if they think I'm going to spill over, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, God, the feeling of just anger is just great, isn't it? Even talking about this, I'm like,
I'm getting all riled up.
Oh, it's fun. That's the thing with me. It's like comedy and it's angry.
Yeah.
And then sadness, it doesn't really... even when I'm like upset
Yeah.
or annoyed, upset, even saying upset sounds weird to me.
Yeah.
Even when I'm like not happy about a certain situation,
Yeah.
it's either comedy, I either make it funny or I'm just annoyed.
I had a 4-year period of being a very angry man. 24 to 28. I was a very angry man.
Why were you angry? Because looks-wise, that's your peak. It is. 26 is... 26
I
is,
think I've had a glow up recently, actually.
it's the glasses. 26 is the
Did really have a
peak.
glow up.
of is your peak looks? I was
Nah.
probably angry at 26 as well.
I don't think it is. I think different people grow into their face, their hair, their wisdom, whatever it is. Some people get better looking in their 40s and 50s.
No one gets better looking in their
No, they do. Of
40s
course
and
they do.
50s.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
who?
George Clooney?
George Clooney looks like a cadaver. He looks like a melted candle.
No, George Clooney's peak years were in his older years,
Nah, I would
for sure.
I don't think ER
Yeah.
George Clooney. George Clooney was a real sex bomb.
I don't know if he was.
No, he's better now.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys are off your
See?
You guys are off your head.
No, definitely.
Is this going to be our new icons? Where
Yeah,
we just name
yeah.
we just go through
List off
celebrities.
people who got better looking with age.
It's like saying Brad Pitt's hotter now than he was when he was 30. It's mental. 26.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's one of those people that don't look better when he was younger.
He's consistently hot.
I would say, I will give you that. Brad Pitt, out of everybody, is consistently hot.
Madonna's hotter now.
What is happening with her?
I don't know, bro.
Can we talk about Madonna? What is going on? She wants to be cool. She wants to be edgy. She wants to be like black. She wants to be Latino, and she wants to be this like. Does she even want to be a pop star anymore? Because she just
I
seems like she
don't
wants
know.
to be this pariah of, I don't know, like perverse activities or whatever.
I feel like Owen was going to say something.
I was going to say that she just keeps reinventing her look, and it's quite topical, isn't it, with the whole Sam Smith stuff as well.
Yeah, like all of this stuff. Like,
What do you think of Sam Smith?
listen, I don't get people. Let people do what they want to do because, like, growing up, I remember seeing like people like Freddie Mercury and Boy George and all these people. You had all these crazy looks out there,
Yeah.
and actually, I feel like nowadays in today's generation, there aren't that many people doing crazy shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's quite nice that Harry Styles wears like quote unquote gender bending outfits because that's what you want from pop stars.
But do you think people only give a shit about Harry Styles dressing the way he dresses because he's
Fit.
seemingly straight, whereas there's queer people who have been doing that for years and no one's like, oh, look at them. But Harry Styles, he gets a lot of
No,
shit.
I think with Sam. No, I think generally with Harry Styles, people are fine with it.
Also,
'cause-
he's thin as well. Which
yeah, he's a good-looking lad. Whereas with Sam Smith, he's a big guy doing it. He's the white Lizzo.
last year. Want to say that again?
He's the white Lizzo.
You got White Lizzo Wizzo.
Wizzo. Yeah.
I was on a date about a year ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. In Leicester Square.
Oh boy.
And you could tell it was after a 99 gig. I did a 99 gig with this girl. And we went to one of those Leicester Square Chinese places, which is just awful.
Chinatown. There's
Yeah.
some good ones there.
Nah, they're all really small and very expensive because it's Chinatown, so it's just busy. And we was in there and we're just sitting on a table and it's about 11 p.m. It's late night. And we look and I'm like, I think that's Sam Smith. And she was like an artist, like a singer. And she was like, that's Sam Smith. And the first thing we said was, oh, he's got fat. Like, we'd never seen him. We went, oh, he looks fat. Looks
Yeah,
like really big.
Yeah.
And he was with about 4 other guys who I said looked like black gay guys from the future because they all had silver hair
Right.
and like silver eyeliner and they had these really like reflective clothing on. And I was like,
Had they
oh.
done a performance or something? Maybe
No, it didn't look like they just looked like they were just hanging
hanging
out.
out.
And I was like, oh, these guys look cool. These guys look like futuristic. And I really wanted to go up to them and just like chat to them because they looked like they had so much like knowledge of, what's going to happen to the world in 20 years' time. And as of there,
Sorry, that look is your measure of whether or not someone is wise about the future.
dude, yeah, that's my oracle. and as he's sitting there, they're just like eating or whatever. And I was like, where's the security? Because this is Sam Smith. I'm like, where's the security?
He doesn't need security.
And the security
I
guard.
think
was
Sam
like,
Smith prefers they.
I was just about to say they.
Sorry.
where's Sam Smith's security?
Yeah. Where is
Some-
their security? Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
Sorry, Sam. I know you listen.
I think Sam's gender fluid, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes they go by he, sometimes they go by they.
Sam.
Right.
Oh, really?
Apologies. Sam.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, gender fluid. And I was like, where's the security? And as I'm looking, there's this guy sitting alone on a table,
Oh, with a gun.
all black.
With an AK-47.
yeah. There's a guy dressed like Rambo sitting down next to him. And there's this little guy, there's like an Asian guy just sitting there, and he would with nothing on a table, just like this. And I'm like, I bet you that's the security. I bet you. And everybody who walked past, because obviously people walking past going, oh, Sam Smith.
Yeah.
Get a photo. You would see him like slowly like move up a little bit, and I went, oh, that's insecure. I was like, because everybody kept coming up to this guy, going, oh, do you want a drink, or do you want, and he's like, no, I'm fine. And he was just sitting there like this, and I was like, oh, that's wicked.
I quite like it when like Asian people do security.
Yeah.
For these, like King Charles is head of security is like an Asian dude. Looks like Love Dev. It's like a
Looks like
yeah. It is a spitting image of Love Dev Bob Hagan.
I'm here to protect the king.
Yeah, and he also he looked bloody cool. Like when he was during the funeral.
Yeah.
Like this guy had like grey beard.
Wow.
And he's got like you could see the guns hidden under his tailcoat. Like he looked the business, and it's just nice seeing Asian people in positions that seem to require some sort of physical prowess. Yeah, because that's not something that's usually associated with us.
Speaking of physical prowess,
hello.
Would you what do you think of Sam Smith's outfit? The one that everyone's losing their bloody
it's not
mind
for me.
about. Yeah,
but if they want to wear it, they wear it. Also, let's not forget the role that PR plays in all this.
Yeah.
Because they've got an album out, or a single, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And if they're able to get Sam Smith into these outlandish outfits like that stupid thing they were wearing at the Brits.
I thought Sam Smith's outfit in the video, the song, wrapped in rope or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was wild, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're a fat guy. I've been very fat. I would never wrap myself in rope.
So that was actually quite hurtful. The way he just pointed at me when you're a fat. It was just so uncalled for. It was just completely. Hey, you're a fat guy. You know about this. Hey, would you tie a rope around you so you look like a lamb? Hey, would you? You understand?
You're a fat guy. You get it, right? You would never do that. I'm just thinking of me at my fattest. I look at what Sam Smith's doing, and I go, I have so much respect, just in terms of like not giving a fuck, because I gave so much of a fuck. I would never have wrapped when you're fat, wrap yourself in rope. You're mad.
Are you saying that I don't give a fuck?
Nah, you give a fuck because you would never do something like that.
Yeah, I would.
Actually, yeah, you would. I don't know why. Yeah, you would.
I would. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're great like that. But I just think it's mad how people are saying that Sam Smith's the devil.
Oh yeah,
it's like, come on, dude.
I'm actually thinking of trying to source Sam Smith's outfit for the NCAs on Friday.
Oh,
just rock up.
It's not the NTAs.
NCAs, the National Comedy Awards.
Oh, is that what they're called? That's how you do. I'm so out of comedy. That's how you know I'm doing Dancing on Ice. I'm like, you mean the NTAs, don't you? The National Television Awards, guys?
Oh, you mean the BAFTAs?
Yeah. You going as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
see you there.
We're on the same table.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You might get me on with knives and forks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shall I try and source the rope outfit?
If you could do that, that would be the funniest thing ever. If you can I be like your handler?
Sorry, like a BDSM party.
Yeah, I just realised that's gonna be
me crawling around dressed like roast lamb, and you just with a leash just carrying.
We're just walking past like Tom Allen and Judy Love at the Comedy Awards. It's like,
don't worry about this.
We got a podcast together, and there's some other stuff happening.
It's something we do because Eshaan says he doesn't feel shame. So let's just test the theory.
Speaking of the Comedy Awards, the last one was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
So it's the Channel 4 Comedy Awards, and last year what they did was, because it's full of comedians, like every comedian you could think of, famous comedian, producers, TV people, all that. It's at the Roundhouse in London. What they did was they did it at like 4 p.m. and it finished at like 6:37, and it was free drinks, free food, all that, because they know that comedians get hammered. And if they do it, and it was a pre-record, and it's safer. Yeah. And comedians were hammered by 7 p.m.
I was wasted.
See, you were wasted. I had dance, so I wasn't drinking, so I had dance. I was very good. I know. Again, it's cheaper than therapy. Shut up, Alice. I can see Alice. Everyone's laughing. Fuck you, right? I like dancing. Leave me alone. But not on ice. Fuck it. Oh, that's hard. Dancing on ice is hard.
I think you're going to make me cry.
So they're doing the Channel 4 Comedy Awards, and it's this Friday. But instead of doing sort of a late afternoon pre-record, they're doing a 8 p.m. live TV comedy award with free. That's gonna be. It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem. I'm surprised that they've.
I don't know why they're doing that.
Done that
because the red carpet is like 6:30. By
Yeah.
8 p.m. when it starts, people are going to be hammered.
I cannot wait to go on the red carpet next to any other comedian and for the paps to be like, we don't know who Eshaan Akbar is.
No, someone's going to come up to you and give you a camera.
Yeah. Be like, you want to be on this side of the rope? Sorry, mate.
Yeah, that's always weird, isn't it? Because you don't know who am I walking with. Wait for me, because I don't want to walk up to someone more famous and just have to pretend. I'll be like, listen, Mr. Davies, we're friends right now.
That is also hurtful.
Why?
Darren's on one today. You're fat and you're less famous than me.
No, I didn't mean it in that way. I meant it just because we're friends. I didn't want to walk up to, like I said, Greg Davies. I don't know him. I don't want to walk up to a strange, famous comedian and be like, we'll just do this now. We're friends. Don't let go.
On my hand.
Yeah. Because I always do that. Whenever I go to those awards ceremonies or whatever, I always try and find the comedians that I know. And I'm like,
Yeah,
let me
just
just
stay with them.
Let me just stick with them, man. Because they get it. Because when you go to those awards and you laugh at people who are like, because I think we have that arrogance.
Yeah.
Where, because we talk on mics for a living,
Yeah.
when we see other people do it and they're terrible,
Yeah.
we find it hilarious.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Like, I find it so
That's why I
funny.
go to King Gong every month.
I find it hilarious just the way people hold mics who don't know how to hold a microphone.
The one is one at the bottom.
Or the one where they put a hand over the top of the,
Yeah.
what do you do? No one holds a mic like this, you
Yes.
weirdos.
Yeah.
And if you take the mick out of them in front of, people who, producers or whatever, they get a bit weird. Whereas with comics,
The thing is, for a lot of our listeners and people who watch this, like, sure, you might have seen us like on the podcast, but you might have seen us on telly or whatever, and it's like we're touching in some loose way the celebrity world.
we're just on the outside going round and round.
And so it is like, I don't know how you feel, but it's a strange thing, like, to be in those environments.
Yeah.
When you are not from that environment. And what I mean is there's a lot of people who are au fait with those environments because they've been around for a long time. And they probably felt the same way that we did when they first started going to these kind of things.
Yeah. But also, we all never got into it to be in those environments.
No.
Like, you started comedy because, you just wanted to be a comedian, be your own boss,
Yeah.
and just do
Do my own
clubs.
thing, yeah.
Same here. So,
And because my mum died.
and because my dad died.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
God, yeah.
You should see Owen's face. If only there was a camera on Owen's face. On that
You know
point.
what's funny? As I pointed to you, I did think, I was going to say, should I say his mum died?
Yeah.
And then you said it, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
dad
fine,
died.
yeah.
I mean, that's the real reason
That's
why.
the real reason we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, if we get interviewed on a show, we're like,
Yeah.
oh, no, because we
open mic is therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, every laugh is a hug from my dead parents.
Well, every laugh for me is shame, Mum. You thought I could do this.
Did your mum say you couldn't do it?
No, she thought I did.
No, you did it after your mum died, right?
I did. She did. She saw one gig,
How did that
and then she died. Make of that what you will.
there was 2 deaths that week.
Oh, God.
That's the clip, motherfuckers.
Eshaan, what you plugging, bud?
Well, as of 2 days from now,
Jeez.
my Nationals tour begins in Bristol. I'm all over the country. At the moment, I've sold 2,669 tickets. Which means there's 2,669 more to go across the whole tour. Go to eshaanakbar.com/tour. There are loads of tickets available in some cities and not very many tickets available in other cities. Go to my website. Please buy those tickets. How about you, Darren?
You can find me on tour in September. My tour Roadman is going all over the country. You can find those tickets literally everywhere. Find me on all the socials. And a big thank you to everybody who's voted for me so far on Dancing on Ice. I really appreciate all of the votes that have come in. That's really it for me. I'm just a tour in September,
Yeah,
Come see us at All Bar One.
Yeah,
For Just for Laughs London.
sorry, not All Bar One. The O2.
O2 at All Bar One, 4th of March for Just for Laughs London.
It's actually All Bar One at the O2, but
Yeah.
Because it would be weird if All Bar One was so big that they had an O2 in it.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
I don't think there is an All Bar One big enough to house the O2.
Ryan Reynolds will be also at the festival, and we'll do our best to get him on. No promises.
Yeah, really. I might wear a Wrexham shirt.
Okay, I swear to God, I thought you said I want to wear an erection shirt. Oh, whatever gets Ryan in.
Yeah, whatever gets right in it. Yeah. Deadpool, erection, Wrexham.
I love Always Sunny.
Right, well, something exciting is about to happen because Owen has been banging on about wanting to play some audio for us.
All right.
We don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
No.
No idea what it is. First time listening to this. Owen, take it away.
Nobody wants to be in this position in
No,
the
and
scale.
I love Patsy as
Yeah.
well, so.
Oh, I love you.
It's tough, isn't
Such
it?
a
Yeah.
joy.
Yeah.
You love Patsy as well.
Patsy.
What's that, Darren?
What is that?
You know, love as in LUV. You know, like the cool kid love.
Yeah, so what happened?
That was me in the skate off.
Right.
Oh, really high skate off. Yeah, it was me and Patsy. So I was up against Patsy Palmer,
Yep.
who's a legend.
Whose daughter went to my school?
What?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
She's great. And yeah, we was in the skate off. And I felt so bad because we've become like a little family
Yeah.
on the show because
Yeah.
we're all going through this.
They always say that. I don't believe that. Because if you're doing a competition.
Can I just say something nice while I'm
Oh, sorry.
talking about my friend? We're friends. Fuck's sake. And yeah, Patsy's great. She was such a nice person, such great energy. And I love her.
But you're happy that she's out.
But what do you mean I'm happy that why would you say that? I mean, I would never say, oh, I'm happy I'm in. I'm happy I'm still there.
I think that's the first time Darren's ever used the L word.
Yeah, but I can use it in that way. That way's fine. I could say, listen, I love my coffee.
But that sounded like with an O. That sounded like one with an O and an E.
Which one? That one?
This one.
Yeah, I said the O and an E. It sounded like an O and an E for...
No, because earlier you said that was love as an LUV.
Yeah, but I meant that just like as in like a friend love. But I've realised...
How do you love
in
me?
the same minute... Who said I have any of those type feelings for you? I might just be... I might hate you.
But you don't hate me, though, do you?
No, I don't. I tolerate you. But Patsy, I love Patsy more than you.
Do you?
Yeah, I can say
Do you
that.
actually?
Yeah, she's great. She's so fun. You know, when you look, Eshaan, I don't want to be that guy, but when you go on this sort of a journey where you're learning how to ice skate and you become... No, please, no, guys, please. I haven't finished yet.
Go on.
I haven't finished.
Tell me about your journey. 12 years of skate. Gone.
It's the most racist thing you've ever said. The most racist thing you've ever said. 12 years of skate. I don't want to... Shut up. Trying to talk about my journey with my friends on Dancing on Ice and you resort to...
Who's your best friend on Dancing on Ice? Other than Tippy, obviously.
My best friend on Dancing on Ice? Well, look. We're all best friends.
No, you're not.
You know?
No, you're not.
We're all... Hold on. I know you're trying to create a divide between us.
I'm not.
You will not divide us, sir.
I'm not. I'm just want to know.
We're all best friends. We all have a great time. We all train together. We eat together.
Okay,
I was
this
gonna
is
say we
proof.
sleep together.
I'm about to prove how much bullshit this is.
It's not bullshit. We're all
You
best-
filmed something called The Outsiders, right?
I did, yeah.
For Dave.
I did, yeah.
Were you all best friends there?
Yeah, we were really good friends. Me and Maisie were really good friends. David Mitchell was great. He was fun.
But
when I
who's
saw
your
him.
best friend from that crew? You have one. It's not David Mitchell, is it?
Well, yeah, David Mitchell was... We never saw him that often.
Oh,
but
okay.
We DM.
Do you?
No. No. I mean, I would DM with David Mitchell.
I
He's
did.
great.
I did QI with Victoria Coram Mitchell, and then she sent me a DM afterwards saying I was great, and I was very, very happy.
Oh.
That was one of the few things that I was like, oh, you know, what?
I've worked with Victoria a few times and
She never DM'd you. Never mind.
nah. She's great though. She's great.
Have you had any shameful interaction with celebrity? I remember you telling me that you'd slid into the DMs of.
Shut up, dude.
But have you? Had
Can I say something?
before?
Can I say something? New Year's Eve.
Go back to. I can't remember which episode it was, but you need to check it out.
New Year's Eve this year, Lindsay Santoro messaged me and go, "Oh, are you going to message Alexander Burt this year?" I was like, "Fuck off, Lindsay."
But in person, have you had a shameful interaction with any celebrity?
Not that I can remember. No, I'm trying to think. No, have you had any?
Shameful interactions. Well, I mean, I've had non-interaction with a particular celebrity that you know well about, which I won't talk about because that person just hates me for whatever reason.
Don't hate you.
Shameful wise, It wasn't shameful, but it was combative. So I won't say the name of the person, but they are, I know, and, people are upset about that, but they're pretty well known. They've written a book.
Yeah.
And they're well loved. I say they're well loved.
Okay. And a comedian.
Yeah. And I met this person at Latitude Festival when I was performing there with my then girlfriend, the girlfriend that cheated on me 3 times.
I know this is.
This was between cheats 2 and 3. So we went to Latitude Festival. Do you know what made it worse? Yeah, just diversion. To take this person to Latitude, which is in like
it's such a whole thing because it's so far.
It's so far, right? And they lived like near Windsor.
Oh.
I live in Essex.
Yeah, you had to go.
I had 2 nights at Latitude. What I did is I drove from Latitude to my house to drop my brother off, drove over to Windsor to pick this girlfriend up, and then drove to Latitude.
Oh, that's so far.
And she was in between cheating then. Anyway, so I met this comedian and I introduced my then girlfriend and said, this is blah, blah, blah. They're an amazing comedian. They've written an amazing book. You should, blah. As soon as my girlfriend left, this comedian says to me, don't ever do that again. And I went, what? And they said, don't ever fawn over me like that. And I said, I didn't fawn over you. I was introducing you to someone who doesn't know who you are. And she goes, it's very embarrassing. And I said, well, listen, would you rather I said you were a cunt?
Yeah.
And I think they were taken aback by the fact that I was this very junior, lowly comedian who just...
How dare you speak to...
Yeah.
Do you not see I'm headlining?
And they were like, well, no. And I said, well, look, I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not going to stand for that. I'm really sorry. So
I'm doing 45 minutes here. You are doing 10.
I am doing 10 in the small tent.
Oh, I did that till 10.
Cabaret bar. Cabaret tent.
Excuse me, do you mind not leaving? I am a comedian.
Yeah.
I've had it before.
I have used that line.
I know. They thought I was tech.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I was like, no.
I'm performing. No, there's another one.
I know the comedian you speak, and yeah, I completely can see that happening.
It was very bizarre.
It's a bit weird because the comedians, we generally don't like anyone giving our credits before we get introduced on stage.
Yeah.
British comedians, we hate that.
Yeah.
But it's a bit
I
weird.
don't. I love it.
But it's a bit weird if you're introducing your partner and such. Oh, this is so and so. They host this show. They're great, and they come up to you and go, please don't do that. It's a bit weird because it's only a quick interaction.
Yeah,
It's not like they're going off and doing 20.
Yeah.
So.
And also, my girlfriend had no idea who the fuck you were.
But I tell you one thing, your response definitely threw said comedian because they were not expecting this act to have so much attitude.
The thing is, a lot of comedians forget that I was a banker for 6 years, so I've dealt with bigger cunts.
Yeah. That is
and
true.
bigger egos. So I think that's why people hate me in comedy.
No one hates you in comedy.
Just in life.
Yeah, they just hate you as a person.
Thanks for that.
I was just thinking to shame myself. It was my meeting with Chris Rock.
I love this story. This is a great story.
It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
It's so good. Have you ever said this on the podcast? I don't think you have.
I don't know if I ever mentioned
Tell
that.
them this story. This is a great story.
I remember
you messaging me at the time. God.
I'll say this. My dislike of Chris Rock is so strong now. I actually kind of hate black comics. I hate black comedians now. I have a slight dislike for all of them. Even myself. I look at myself in the mirror and go, why are you doing this? You
Obviously, you're.
Yeah, so last year, it was my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday is May 13th. I was in Birmingham for my mom's birthday. I don't stay at my mom's house anymore because I'm a grown man. I stay at a hotel. I stay at the Grand. Birmingham Grand Hotel. It's the best hotel in Birmingham. Everyone says it. I stay at the Grand. It's very nice. It's not that expensive as well. It's not a bougie hotel.
Right.
It's just located great. Anyway, I'm going back there about 11 p.m. I walk in. I go into the lift. The lift is on the right. Sit in the lift. There's a couple in front of me, a guy and a girl, Asian couple. Very, very attractive couple.
Right.
I was like, oh, they're really good looking.
They're going to have great sex.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Turn to my right. There's a little black dude in a cap. I'm like, oh, interesting. He looks like Chris Rock. And I know Chris Rock was playing at the Birmingham NIL whatever, because my family were talking about possibly getting tickets to go see it. And I went, oh my God, it's Chris Rock. He's got a cap really low.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to be messed about. And I'm like, it's Chris Rock. And we're literally, I'm closer to him than I am here because we're in a lift.
Yeah.
Turn to my right. Giant security guard. I'm like, oh my God, it's Chris Rock!
Yeah.
Security!
Yeah.
Security! It's Chris Rock!
Was the security guard Asian or black?
No, it's black. It's black. This giant black guy. And it was just us 5 in this lift. And then the couple in front of me have turned.
Started fucking. No.
The couple in front of me have turned because they've noticed
Oh.
it's Chris Rock. And the guy goes, "Oh, how you doing, mate?" And look dead stare. So, not even paying attention. And I'm like, right, this is my moment.
This is my moment.
Yeah. What was it, Michelle McManus that day?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm on
Leona Lewis. No.
Michelle McManus. Martine McCutcheon. Who's
Oh,
Michelle
yes.
McManus then? Which one's that?
That was the one from X
Pop Idol?
I don't
Pop
know.
Idol.
Yeah.
Pop Idol.
She was the same year as.
Gareth Gates?
That additional
Living
voice
to get
is
ready, yeah.
Who is that voice?
that additional voice is John Pearson, who is going to be a guest.
Sorry. I couldn't let that reference go.
Yeah, he looked very upset. So there was a lot of commotion in the background there, so I had to reference it. Right. Go
So
on.
I'm on floor 2, not in the lift very long.
Yeah.
So I get...
So the Asian couple have seen him.
they've seen him. The guy's going,
That's Chris Rock.
"Oh, you're right, mate."
Yeah.
And he's not even... No, he's just going, And I'm like, he doesn't want to chat.
But
So I turned around and went, "Big fan." The first thing I said, "Big fan. My family love you. We've been watching you ever since we were young." I just went off on this, just really beat him up. It's Chris Rock. We're in a lift together. Oh my God. Doesn't even bat an eyelid. It's almost as if I'm not there.
Yeah.
Right? I see floor 1 go past. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm on the next floor. I'm like, it's desperate times. I'm also a comedian. And I said it like that, which sounds kind of fake.
Yeah.
Because I've just given him this spiel about how much we love him, and then because he's not responding, I've just gone, "I'm also a comedian." And it's
in a bid to find some common ground.
just a little bit of common ground, dude.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm also a comedian." And as soon as I said that, Chris Rock turns his head, and I'm like,
Towards you or away from you?
towards me.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
He
this
could
is-
ask me to go on tour with him.
this is our moment." And he turned his head. Don't know why he turned his head, because he didn't look at me. He just kind of looked like a little past me, and he goes, "Congratulations."
How good is that story?
And then floor 2, bing. I just walked out. And as I walked out, I looked past the couple that had and they were like this as I walked past. And I didn't even look at him. I just went, he literally went, "Congratulations." And I walked out the lift. And that was my interaction with Chris Rock. And then the next day, I went down for breakfast and I saw him there and I learnt my lesson. I didn't say anything to him. I just left. I felt so bad. Ever since then, though, I fucking hate him. I can't stand him. I wish Will Smith hit him with a bat.
That is like... You were like, at that person, you weren't black.
You know what was mad?
You were a... I would have rated you if you went up to him and can I just say?
Dude, I was defending him on stage that whole year. With
Yeah.
the Will Smith thing as well. All I wanted was, okay, anything, but congratulations.
Or just, I hope it goes well for you.
Yeah, it just melted me. It just, I was so
See,
embarrassed.
I get really worried about stuff like, because I'm nobody, right?
Yeah. We know.
In the ladder of comedy, in the ladder of comedy, I'm a nobody,
Yeah.
right? But I'm still so conscious that hopefully things will get better and bigger or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a wanker to anyone. So much so that yesterday, this is completely true, yesterday, 2 weeks ago, I met 2 comedians who were kind of at open mic level. We were all drinking, having a lovely time, and one of them said, I've got a gig on Monday. Do you want to come? Right? But I drunkenly said yes.
It's my version of hell.
I know. I drunkenly said yes. Right? And then I was like, my preview's at 6:00 at Top Secret. So yeah, sure, I can make it. Then, the day before yesterday, they messaged again saying, look, listen, it's a bring a gig.
Oh, no.
Right? It's a bring a gig. If you don't want to come, I won't be offended. But
Can you
What
please?
is a bring a gig for anyone who doesn't?
a bring a gig is when you start at the open mic level, there's loads of gigs where you have to bring a person with you, at least one, in order to perform at the gig. And you're expected to stay till the end, right?
I'm going to go on a little rant about that after we
Right.
finish.
I hate them. Anyway, so I was invited, but because I said yes, and this person is at open mic level, and this person, by all accounts, quote unquote, looks up to me, I was just like, I cannot say no. I sat through 3 hours when I don't have time anyway
Wow.
of a gig that I did not want to be at. But I did it to support this person. And luckily they did well. Their friend did really well. They were actually the two of the standout performers. But I was like, this is...
Be honest. Did anybody else from the gig recognise you?
Yeah.
And did that feel good?
Well, no, not really.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you go to that gig, you'd want somebody to be like, yo, you should Akbar. And you'd be like,
didn't
QI, 3 episodes.
They didn't say it, but there was a lot of like,
Who's that?
easy.
You talk about bringer gigs. Yeah, so bringer gigs, you have to bring somebody to perform.
Yeah.
Stayer gigs, you don't necessarily have to bring someone, but you have to perform and then you have to stay for the rest of the gig.
Yeah.
So you have to become an audience. My favourite one is BYOB.
Oh, no,
Yeah, be your own bringer.
Oh.
That's a new one. So a BYOB gig now, this is what they do in London.
Yeah.
Well, probably in New York as well, I imagine is. If you, like, say, when I first moved to London, I didn't have any friends here, it was just me. And I want to do
He
it.
still doesn't.
And I want, thanks. And I've definitely got no friend in this room.
Who? What did these guys do?
I was trying to think of you, and then I threw Alice and Owen in. I'm sorry. That was one of those jokes. I said it, and I went, kind of hate myself for that.
That's why Chris Rock said congratulations. Carry on.
Shut up.
Right. Well, look, there's so much more we are going to talk about, but not on today's episode. We had fun.
It's been a fun one. It's been nice to be back in the studio.
Nice to be back in the studio. I hope you guys have enjoyed it.
This episode's going to be called Back in the Studio. It's back at it. The boys back at it.
The boys back.
Boys, no, not boys. The boys back. That's weird.
Could you call it congratulations, the boys are back?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's not great.
Congratulations. We congratulate
You.
the boys back in.
It doesn't matter.
Was
Thank
that
you so
a
much for
DIY
listening
reference?
to Shape
Chris
What?
Rock reference, I think.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for listening to Shameless Delicious this week. Please give us a like, give us a review, give us a comment. And I know some of you have taken it upon yourselves to write some negative comments about some of the things that are said here, particularly about me. All I'll say is, go fuck yourself. Right? Go and fuck yourself. But thanks for listening anyway.
See ya.
Bye!
Shame is delicious. Shame is delicious. Making bad decisions. Shame is delicious. Making bad decisions.